And welcome everybody for game number 2 of the Tennessee Little League State Tournament presented by the Ayers Foundation Trust, as Morristown and Grainger County are about to begin game number 2. And we want to thank our sponsor, one of our presenting sponsors for Morristown, and that is our friends at Wild Building Construction Incorporated, established in 1982 in Morristown, Tennessee. Wild Building Construction works all through the Southeast with office locations in Morristown and Mount Juliet. They specialize in industrial and civil commercial construction. They offer full-time employee benefits, including 401k, health, dental, and vision, along with life insurance. They would love for you to join their faith-based family business today. And for more information, you can contact them at 423-581-5639. That's 423-581-5639. Or you can apply online at wildbuilding.com. That's wild, W-I-L-D, building.com. And Wild Building Construction want to wish all the All-Star teams competing the best of luck, and especially a big shout out to the Motown boys, as the first play of the game is going to be a hit that is going to be out to the fence and rounding third and heading home and scoring the first run of the game will be Jackson Drawn. And just like that, as I was reading that, Morristown gets a 1-0 lead. And a runner on third. And that runner is Abel Ringley, who just hit an RBI triple to start things off here in the top of the first inning, as Tyson Bustler will come up to bat now.
Now to bat number 13, Tyson Bustler.
As number 3, Baylor Cabbage is the pitcher for Grainger County. First pitch misses for a ball. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Misses outside for ball 2. That's a hard line drive hit up the middle, as another run will score as Ringley comes across the plate, and Bustler will make it to second on an RBI double. We'll look at it again. Or actually, we can't. Give us just a second. We'll try to get that replay back up. But Morristown leads 2-0. Here in the top of the first with no outs and a runner on second, as the first pitch to Grayson Cody goes in for strike number 1. That pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2. So a 0-2 count here for Grayson Cody. 0-2 pitch on the way, misses outside, brings the count to 1-2. For just joining us, this is game number 2 of the Tennessee Little League State Tournament. That pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 3, and that'll be the first out of the ball game here in the top of the first inning. But if you missed the game earlier, Columbia and Clarksville National, just a heck of a ball game that went into extra innings, which saw Columbia win 4-2 after trailing 2-0 early in the game. As the pitch to David Slagold, number 7, misses outside for ball 1. As that ball is going to be fouled off for strike 1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Ball comes across the plate for strike number 2. Here's the 1-2, and that ball will be fouled off. And the count remains 1-2 with one out here and a 2-0 lead in the top of the first for Morristown. If that pitch misses inside, Bustler will stay at second as the count is even at 2. Two-two pitch. Strike number 3, called on the outside corner. And that will be 2 away for Grainger County.
Now to bat number 3, Carter Short.
As number 3, Carter Short, will come up to the plate for Morristown. First pitch misses a little high for ball 1. As that pitch is going to get away, as Bustler will head to third, and they're going to call him out. And that will be out number 3. So after the top part of the first inning, Morristown strikes first. They lead 2-0 over Grainger County. We'll take a quick timeout and be back right after this.
It's the Make This the Summer Ram sales event at Helms Motor Company. Come check out our huge selection of Ram 2500s and 1500s on our lot. Make this the summer you get the Ram you've been looking for at Helms Motor Company in Lexington, or
Now to bat
And
number 3,
welcome back,
Morristown
everybody,
State, Eli Lane.
to the bottom of the first inning. Presented by Ayers Foundation Trust and our many wonderful sponsors that have made this broadcast possible. As Grainger County looks to get back in the ball game here after trailing or giving up 2 runs in the top of the first, as Eli Lane will be the leadoff batter, third baseman for Grainger County. As that pitch misses low, evens the count at 1. And I believe that's number 3, Carter Short, on the mound for Morristown. And that ball misses just a little bit outside. Two-one pitch comes in low, makes the count 3-1. And that will be ball 4 as Lane draws a walk from the leadoff spot. Grainger County will have one aboard here with no outs here in the bottom of the first inning.
Now it's bat number 10, Griffin Collins.
As the second baseman, Griffin Collins, will come up to the plate. Here's the pitch from short, bunt shown, and fouled off for strike number 1. Game 2 of 4 today in the opening round, opening day of the Tennessee Little League State Tournament, coming to you live from Lexington. As that ball is going to be fouled off and back up towards us for strike number 2. Here's the 0-2 pitch, right down the middle for strike number 3. And that will be the first out
Now it's bat number 12, Sawyer Combs.
at the bottom of the first inning here. It's a good pitch there by Short. You'll see the replay. Called for strike number 3. Here's Sawyer Combs, the shortstop. He'll foul the first pitch off for a strike. With 1 on and 1 out here in the bottom of the first. That pitch is going to miss low for ball 2. Or for ball 1. That pitch comes across the plate for a strike. It's Combs down in the count 1-2. Here's the pitch from short. That's going to be hit over to the second baseman, or over to the pitcher Short, who gets it to the second baseman for the second out. As we'll look at the replay there. Good play by the pitcher. Gets it, throws it to second.
Now it's bat number 3.
And now 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. As Braxton Skeers, the catcher, will come up to bat. Oh, I'm sorry. Wrong batter. This is Baylor Cabbage, the pitcher, the left-hander. Thank you. As that one's going to be fouled off by Cabbage for strike number 1. Evens the count at 1. One pitch to Cabbage is going to be swung on, hit over to shortstop, but not able to make the play. And Cabbage will get on first. So runners now at first and second with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. We'll go back and look at the replay. As that ball is hit over to the shortstop, Slagle. Unable to make a play, though. And Grainger County now with runners at first and second with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. And now Braxton Sears will come up. And the first pitch will be strike number 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Misses low and away for ball 2, or ball 1. Gotta get my balls and strikes straight. And as that pitch is going to hit the outside corner and make the count 1-2. So a 1-2 count with 2 outs here, bottom of the second inning. Wind up, swung on, and strike number 3. And that will retire the side. So Grainger County leaves 2 on and unable to score any runs. We head to the second inning. Morristown leads Grainger County Little League 2-0. And we'll be back right after this. And welcome back, everybody, as we're about to begin the top of the second inning here in game number 2 of the Tennessee Little League State Tournament presented by the Ayers Foundation Trust. And also, this Morristown game is brought to you by our friends at Wild Building Construction. As that pitch misses inside for ball number 2. What has been a beautiful day so far for some baseball in West Tennessee. That pitch is going to be swung on and fouled off. It will now make the count 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch called strike as Carter Short is the batter for Morristown. And still on the mound for Grainger County will be Baylor Cabbage. As that pitch is going to be swung on and fouled off and will even the count at 2. Two pitch is going to miss low in the dirt And now a full count to Carter Short. Here's the pitch, and that's going to miss inside, and Short will get on base with a walk. Thank you.
Williams, is it Jason? Jason Williams is what I'm saying. Now to bat number 23, Jason Williams.
So number 23, Jackson Quilms will come up to bat with a runner on first, and that pitch is going to hit the outside corner for strike number 1. Morristown scored 2 in the top of the first. Grainger County left 2 on in the bottom of the first. Now in the top of the second, Morristown with a runner on first with no outs. As that ball is going to be check swung and fouled off by Quilms. And you can tell he is not happy with himself about that one, as he's down in the count 0-2. Pitch swung on and missed for strike number 3. And that will be the first out here in the top of the second inning. As Cabbage, it's a good pitch. High and away.
Now to bat number 2, Jace Hayes.
As number 2, Jace Hayes will step up to the batter's box with 1 out and a runner on first for Morristown. Here's the pitch from Cabbage, as the bunt is attempted for strike 1. Cabbage's second pitch misses outside to even the count. That ball is going to be hit over towards first base, and the play will be made for out number 2.
Now to bat number 1, Tanner Epps.
As number 1, Tanner Epps will come up to bat for Morristown with 2 outs and a runner on second. There's a hit to the shortstop. Throw over to first is in time, and that is out number 3. As we head to the bottom of the second inning, Grainger County still trails Morristown 2-0. We'll be back right after this.
Helms Motor Company in Lexington is extending their employee pricing program with Employee Pricing Plus. Right now, Jeep customers can get low employee pricing plus tremendous cashback incentives on the huge selection of Jeeps at Helms.
I know, but he'll be here in a minute. My tall chair is in the back of my car, and to bring it up here so
And welcome back, everybody, to Lexington, Tennessee for the Tennessee Little League State Tournament. Here, game number 2, presented by the Ayers Foundation and Trust. And all of our many sponsors. You saw the commercial there from Helms Motors Company. Those are fantastically produced. Great commercials. As coming up to bat now for Grainger County will be Levi Ritter. And Ritter will hit one over to second. And the throw to first is made in time for out number 1. You'll see the replay there.
Now it's bat number 20, Tucker Finley.
So 1 away. As Tucker Finley, the left fielder, will come up to bat for Grainger County. Pitch from short misses high for ball 1. One 0 pitch swung on and miss to even the count at 1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That'll miss inside for ball 2. Short's going to get a new baseball. Morristown leads 2-0. Grainger County looking to get something going here in the bottom of the second. 1 out. As Finley will foul that one off for strike number 2. So an even count at 2-2 here. And a big pitch coming up for short. Here's the delivery. That's going to hit the outside corner for strike number 3. And that will be the second out here in the bottom of the second inning.
Now it's bat number 98, Braden Clay.
Stepping up to the batter's box is going to be number 98 and right fielder Braden Clay. As that ball is going to hit the dirt for ball number 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Carter Short. Swung on and missed for strike number 1 by Braden Clay. One pitch swung on by Clay and missed for strike number 2. Makes the count 1-2 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Lexington trying to get out of the bottom of the second here as that pitch misses low and away, and it evens the count at 2. Two pitch swung on and missed for strike number 3, and that will retire the side. So after 2 innings, Morristown, they scored 2 in the top of the first. They still lead 2-0 as we head to the third. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be back right after this. And welcome back, everybody, as we're about to begin the top of the third inning.
To bat for the Morristown All-Stars, number 5, Kate Rader.
Presented by the Ayers Foundation Trust and also Wild Construction. We'll talk about them more here momentarily, especially if you're out there looking for a good paying job with great benefits, as that pitch misses outside for ball 1. As Cade Rader up to bat for Morristown. He'll show bunt and pull back for ball 2. As Baylor Cabbage is still the pitcher for Grainger County. As that pitch comes in right across the middle of the plate for strike number 1. That ball's going to be hit to the shortstop, and the play will be made for out number 1. Here in the top of the third inning.
Keller.
As Zaylen Keller will foul the first pitch off for strike number 1. Oh, 1 pitch misses outside for ball 1, and that'll even the count. That ball is going to be check swung and fouled off for strike 2 by Keller, who's now down in the count 1-2 with 1 out here in the top of the third inning. This game's had some pace to it, unlike the first one. That pitch is going to be swung on and hit to Cabbage. He'll pick it up, throw it over to first, and in time for out number 2. We'll look at the replay on that one, as that was a close one. That ball was hit over towards third. The pitcher Cabbage gets it, throws it to first. And that's going to be out number 2 here in the top of the third. First pitch called strike to Brennix Wilson. The 0-1 pitch swung on and missed for strike number 2. So 2 outs here, top of the third. Morristown trying to add. And welcome back, everybody. We're about to begin the bottom of the third inning.
Grayson Cody.
And a pitching change for Morristown, as number 24, Grayson Cody, will step up on the mound.
And Sean.
Now to bat for the Grainger County All-Stars, number 13, Sean Jarnigan.
And he's the one that's he's second at Lexington.
So Sean Jarnigan, the first baseman, will lead things off here for Grainger County. In the bottom of the third inning, they trail Morristown 2-0. In both games so far today, very low scoring. A lot of good baseball being played. We saw one ball has already left the ballpark in game one. I'm sure we may see that again throughout the day in this tournament all week from various kids on multiple teams, as the pitch is going to miss low for ball number 1 to Jarnigan. As that pitch misses and makes the count 2-0. And that pitch will miss high and away in a 3-0 count, as Jarnigan's going to be way ahead. As that pitch will come in for strike number 1. And a 3-1 count. Pitch from Cody misses low and away for ball 4. And that'll put a runner on first base here in the bottom of the third with no outs for Grainger County.
Now to bat number 9, Hampton Hutton.
As Hampton Hutton will come up to bat for Grainger County. Cody will attempt to bunt and foul that one away for strike 1. Big Lewis Maddox just walked in the press box. He'll be on for games 3 and 4 this afternoon. As that pitch misses low for ball 1 to even the count. And if the name Big Lou Maddox rings a bell to some of you folks in East Tennessee, he works for the Vol Network. You probably heard him on there a time or two in some post-game football shows, and the Vol Notebook that you hear weekly on all Vol affiliates. As that pitch misses low for ball 2. But we claim him as ours. We're proud to have him here. He wasn't much older than these little fellas out here playing baseball when he first started his intern work with us at 14 years old, as that pitch is going to get away, and Jarnigan will make it to second after the pass ball. And now a 3-1 count. That pitch is going to be strike number 2. So a 3-2 count. Here's the pitch. Called strike number 3. So we'll go back and look at the replay, and that will be the first out here in the bottom of the third. As the first pitch to number 21, A.J. Farmer, misses low for ball 1. As that pitch is going to miss for ball 4. And now Grainger County will have runners at first and second with 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning, and time will be called. Morristown made a pitching change after the 1st inning, or 2nd inning. And Grayson Cody currently on the mound now.
Ed Russell's from here. Ed Russell played little bit here. And then Hunter Ainsley's like 20 minutes from here. He was gonna come and throw out the first pitch. His dad and him bought vehicles for my husband. And he's doing some kind of MLB training. And it wasn't gonna be.
Now to bat number 8, Eli Lane.
So they're going to stay with Cody here as Eli Lane, the leadoff batter for Grainger County, the 3rd baseman, will come up to bat. Here's the pitch, high and away for ball 1.
Good person. He's a very nice person.
So 2 on, 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd. Grainger County looking to get back in the ball game as that pitch from Cody goes across the plate for strike number 1. As that one's going to come across the plate for strike number 2 and makes the count 1-2. Swung on and missed for strike number 3, and Eli Lane will be retired. And out number 2 here in the bottom of the 3rd.
Now to bat number 10, Griffin Collins.
As Griffin Collins, the 2nd baseman, will come up to bat for Grainger County. First pitch swung on and missed for strike 1. As that one will be fouled off for strike 2. So Morristown's Grayson Cody ahead in the count 0-2 to the batter Collins from Grainger County. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike number 3, and that will retire the side. So after 3 innings of play, Morristown Little League still leads Grainger County Little League 2-0. We'll take a quick timeout and be back right after this. And welcome back, everybody, as we're about to begin the top of the fourth inning here. As Morristown looks to add to their 2-0 lead currently over Grainger County, as that first pitch is swung on and missed for a strike number one by Jackson Drawn. Leadoff batter for Morristown. This game and all games are presented by the Ayers Foundation Trust, as that ball is going to be hit over to the shortstop and thrown across the diamond for the out. And out number one here in the top of the fourth inning. We also want to thank Wild Building Construction. And they want to wish all All-Star teams competing the best of luck, but especially a big shout out to the Motown boys, as they are located in Morristown, Tennessee. If you want to get in touch with them about a job that offers offers 401k, health and dental and vision and life insurance, and just the opportunity to work for a faith-based family business, call 423-581-5639. That's 423-581-5649, or apply online at wildbuilding.com. That's wild, W-I-L-D, building.com. As we have one out here and 2 balls on the Morristown batter, Abel Ringley, the lefty. And now way ahead in the count on the 3-0. And that will be called strike number one. That one's going to be hit out to center field, and it'll get to the fence, and that will be a long single for Ringley, as we now have a runner on first base. Does Morristown with one out here in the top of the fourth inning.
Now to bat number 13, Tyson Bustler.
As that pitch is swung on and missed. For strike one. So a 0-2 count here. And a runner on first with one out. And a hard line drive up the middle. Is going to get around the center fielder. Now the second baseman will lose it, but runners will now be on the corner with one out. As a heck of a hit there by number 13, Tyson Bustler. Will put runners on the corners with one out here for Morristown.
Now to bat number 24, Grayson Cody.
As Bustler will move and advance to second. As that pitch is going to miss high for ball two. So runners on the corner for Morristown. As Grayson Cody, who's pitching. as that ball is going to get away, and the runner will come across home plate to score. And that will add to the Morristown lead to 3-0. Drop third strike. Runner scores on the loose ball.
Now to at number 7, David Slagle.
And runner is now at third and second again.
Something's fired up. I hope it don't come rain like it did last time.
First pitch to Slagle. Second pitch is ball number 2. And folks, we keep crashing YouTube because we've been getting hundreds of views. Or I'm sorry, Facebook. I'm going to be sharing the YouTube link on the Front Porch Sports Network Facebook page. And folks, we're still working that issue out, but unfortunately, we're having hundreds of views at one time, and it just continues to bog down Facebook. So we are going to share that link on YouTube on Facebook. If you want to continue watching the game there, we'll start a new stream. It'll come back up on Facebook. But folks, unfortunately, I think once we just hit that number, it drops us. A 3-1 pitch is going to be low and away for ball 4. Slagle will now load the bases for Morristown, who has a 3-0 lead and 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning.
Now to at number 3, Carter Short.
Yep. That was fast.
1-1 pitch. Misses for Short. And that'll make the count 2-1. So Carter Short hits a ground ball over to second. Goes through the legs of the second baseman, which will allow another run to score for Morristown. So we'll go back and look at that one again. It's a ground ball over to second, and not in time, allowing another run to score. And Morristown extends their lead to 4-0. As the first pitch to Quillums is swung on and missed for strike number 1. Still 1 out here, bases loaded. Morristown with a 4-0 lead, and that pitch to Quillums by Cabbage is swung on and missed for strike number 3, and that'll be the second out here in the top of the 4th inning in Game 2 of the Tennessee Little League State Tournament.
Now to bat number 2, Jace Hayes.
As Jace Hayes will step up to the batter's box with 2 outs and bases loaded. Pitch from Cabbage, hit back to the pitcher. He'll scoop it up, make the throw to first, and that will retire the top part of the 4th inning.
71.
4-0 Morristown leads over Grainger County. We'll take a quick break and be back right after this.
if needed. Come visit us.
Grainger County All-Stars, number 12, Sawyer Combs.
Welcome back, everybody. As we're entering the bottom of the fourth inning, Morristown leads Grainger County 4-0. And this is presented by the Ayers Foundation Trust. We want to thank all of our wonderful sponsors from all across the state of Tennessee that has made this broadcast for today, tomorrow, and all week possible. We couldn't do it without them and the folks here at Lexington Little League. As that pitch is going to be swung on and driven out to right field, and a single to start things off for Grainger County by number 12, Sawyer Combs. As we'll go back and look at the replay. It's a good line drive hit out to right center field, and a good base hit there by Combs. As Baylor Cabbage, the pitcher for Grainger County, up to bat with one man on. As that pitch misses just a bit outside for ball one. There's a high, deep fly ball to left center field, and what a catch made by the center fielder for out number one. My gracious, what a hit and what a play.
Now to bat number 14, Braxton Scares.
So here's Scarce. As the runner's going to take off, and they are going to get him standing up at second on the steal for out number two. And what a play there. And a throw by the catcher. As the shortstop is just waiting right there for Combs. And that'll be out number two here in the bottom of the fourth inning. That pitch is going to miss just a bit inside for ball number one. And a 1-1 count to Sears. How's it going, Big Lou?
It's going good.
How was the drive down?
Very peaceful. No problems. You know, not a lot of people on the road on a Saturday, and excited to call some baseball here shortly.
Well, right now it's Morristown leading 4-0, looking pretty good here with 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth inning. As the count now moves to 3-1 for Grainger's Braxton Sears. That will be ball 4. As you could hear a "Come on Blue" in the background. We'll look at that replay and see what the argument.
He had a little bit of an argument there.
Maybe. We'll look at it one more time. Let you at home be the judge of that.
I mean, it was right on the line.
It was close. Maybe a hair
Knee
low.
high.
Maybe a hair low.
Right at the ACL.
Here's the pitch from short, and that's going to be outside. Or actually, that's Tanner Epps, the pitcher from Morristown. That pitch misses outside for ball 1. So Tanner Epps, as Morristown's going to play this different strategy of rotating pitchers to try to keep as many people available, as this tournament will last through Thursday, a double elimination tournament. And we are here to bring you every game. Here's the windup in the pitch outside in the dirt, ball number 3. With 2 outs here with a runner on first, is Grainger County's Levi Ritter is way ahead in the count, 3-0. Here's the pitch, called strike number 1. Three-one pitch, going to be hit over towards the right side, and the throw will be made in time to first base for out number 3, as we'll head to the 5th inning. Morristown still leads 4-0 over Grainger County. We'll take a timeout and be back right after this. And welcome back, everybody, as we're beginning the top of the 5th inning in game number 2 here in Lexington for the Little League State Tournament, brought to you by, or presented by the Ayers Foundation Trust and also Wild Building Constructors, as that one is going to be hit over to second, and it'll be picked up and thrown out will be the leadoff batter here in the 5th inning, Tanner Epps for Morristown.
Now to bat number 5, Cade Rader.
Cade Rader will come up to the batter's box now. With 1 away, top of the 5th. Raider will look at his wristband as Morristown has incorporated that. See a lot of teams use that as that pitch misses low and away.
Oh, it's gonna be fair.
Oh, and it should have been. Unfortunately, we didn't get the angle of that as a perfect bunt was laid down. It was heading towards foul territory, but picked up in fair territory, not in time, as Morristown will now have a runner on first.
Now, bat number 47, Zaylen Keller.
Zaylen Keller will step up, and I'm going to let Big Lou take over for a second while I work on our own line stuff.
Okay, I can do that.
You got that?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, Zaylen Keller swings through one and pushes it foul down the first baseline. Morristown on top of Grainger County 4-0, one away here in the top of the fifth inning. And I wasn't aware of this wristband thing. This is new to me. Pitch comes down and is called a strike, and the throw down to first base, trying to hold on the runner there, gets out into right field. And pushing over to second base is Cade Rader, number 5. Count 0-2 to Keller. And he swings through. It's a drop third strike. He'll head down to first base, and they'll go to third. The throw's off the mark. So both runners are going to be safe. It's a strikeout, but a drop third strike. And now runners on the corners for Morristown. Still with only one away in the top of the fifth. We get down to the bottom of the lineup for Morristown.
Now, bat number 12,
Brennix Wilson. Wilson steps out to look at the wristband, now steps back in. The pitch is going to be shot straight up in the air towards second. Under it is the pitcher for Grainger County, and he makes the grab for out number 2. Now 2 away in the top of the fifth inning. And Morristown back around to the top of the lineup. Be number 11, Jackson Drawn.
now bat number 11, Jackson Drawn.
Runners still on the corners for Morristown. Rader at third, and Keller is at first. He takes off towards second, gets there without a throwdown. Taylor Cabbage's pitch is shot out into no man's land, and up and coming in to make the grab for Grainger County. It's the right fielder, and that retires the side. Top of the fifth is over. It's 5-0 Morristown on top of Grainger County as we head to the bottom of the fifth inning. This is the Front Porch Sports Radio Network.
And welcome back, everybody. Front Porch Sports Network's coverage of the Tennessee Little League State Tournament in Lexington, Tennessee, presented by the Ayers Foundation Trust. Clayton Harris alongside Lewis Maddox bringing you game number 2 between Morristown and Grainger County, as we are now heading to the bottom of the 5th inning. As Grainger County down to their final 6 outs, trying to get back into this ball game. As number 20 for Grainger County, Tucker Finley will come up to bat. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be hit out towards the shortstop, who makes the play and will retire Finley for out number 1. Just a line drive to the shortstop there, as you'll see on the replay here. Will be the first out for Grainger County. Great catch there by the shortstop for out number 1. As that pitch will miss low for ball 1 to Braxton Clay, the right fielder for Grainger County. 1 out here, bottom of the 5th inning. Morristown with a 4-0 lead. That pitch hits the outside corner for strike number 1 to even the count. Beautiful blue skies and sunshine with a nice breeze here today, as that pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2. We'll be here all week, folks. If you want to come down to Lexington, there's vendors over in the pavilion right over next behind first base. You got food trucks in the parking lot behind us. You have a kids bouncy zone area with a big water slide, Lewis, that looks really fun.
I might have to check it out.
And so many things just around this facility. It's very, very nice. And I would tell anybody that's got youngsters out there, and maybe you don't, or you want to come watch some youngsters play some baseball, come on down to Lexington, as that one's going to be fouled off for strike 2 as the count is even at 2. Here in the bottom of the 5th is going to hit Clay and put him on with 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th.
Now to bat number 13, Sean Jarnigan.
Sean Jarnigan will come up to bat for Grainger County. Grainger County with 1 man on and 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. And that pitch is going to be swung on and fouled off for strike number 1. And Lewis, I just have to believe that the first baseman batting, Sean Jarnigan, has to have the ability to knock this ball out of the park too.
Looks like he's got a little bit of power to him.
So that pitch misses outside and evens the count at 1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled off for strike number 2. I guess it wasn't fouled off, as the runner advances to second. But the count remains the same. It's 1-2 with 1 out, runner at second. And Jarnigan is your batter for Grainger County. Here's the windup in the pitch. Swung on and fouled back for strike, or to keep the count at 1-2. Stay tuned, folks, for game number 3. We'll be starting a different stream. We'll be back on Facebook, hopefully. So can't guarantee how long Facebook will stay up and going, but YouTube is solid. You can go to our website at frontporchradiotn.com, kennedybroadcasting.com, wkomradio.com, or wkrmradio.com. Any of those will get you to where you need to go. As that ball nearly hits Jarnigan. And if he hadn't moved out of the way, he probably would have gotten him.
Probably would have gotten him.
as you heard my voice in the background, as I'm checking all of our links to make sure we're loud and clear and live, and we are. You can also watch us on X as that pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 3 for Jarnigan. And now 2 away here in the bottom of the 5th inning. As Grainger County's down to their final 4 outs of the ball game. They trail Morristown 4-0.
Number 9, Hampton Hutton.
And Hampton Hutton come up to bat. And our next game is Gallatin and Daniel Boone. Is that correct? I believe that is correct. Daniel Boone and Gallatin. So you'll have a Middle Tennessee team and East Tennessee team facing each other in Game 3. And, folks, I'm going to tell you the game I'm most excited about is tonight. The nightcapper between Lexington and Nolensville should be a dandy. Last night, I just found out last night's home run derby has been moved to tonight. So stay tuned for that. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And it misses outside for ball number 1. It's number 9, Hampton Hutton. It's the batter. That pitch misses outside and evens the count at 2. So a runner on second with 2 outs and a 2-2 count here in the bottom of the 5th. Here's the pitch, swung on and missed for strike number 3, and that will retire the side as we end the 5th inning. It's Morristown still leading Grainger County Little League 4-0. We head to the final inning. This is the Front Porch Sports Network. We'll be back right after this. And welcome back, everybody, here to start the top of the 6th inning. As we're live in Lexington for the Tennessee Little League State Tournament presented by the Ayers Foundation Trust. And also, Morristown games are being brought to you today by our friends at Wild Building Construction. If you're with locations in Morristown and Mount Juliet, they specialize in industrial and civil commercial construction. And currently, they're offering full-time employee benefits, including 401k, health, dental, and vision, along with life insurance. WBC would love for you to join their faith-based family business. For more information, contact them at 423-581-5639. That's 423-581-5639. Or apply online at wildbuilding.com. wildbuilding.com. That's wild, W-L-I-D building.com. As the 3-0 count here is going to be hit and swung on hard, and that ball is deep and out of the ballpark. A home run by Morristown will extend the lead to 5-0 as the left-handed batter there, Abel Ringley, just crushed the ball.
He flipped it out of there, too. He knew it right from the jump that thing was getting out.
Let's look at the replay. Look at this. Bam. Oh, yeah, he knew it. He knew it.
He flipped that thing.
He absolutely knew it.
He put a little swag on the end of that swing right there.
Look at that.
That was impressive.
Coach Vitello would love that type of swing.
He's
My
already
gosh.
probably looking.
That's going to extend the lead to 5-0 for Morristown here in the top of the 6th inning. And now a pitching change for Grainger County. And we'll step away and step aside real quick and take a quick commercial break and be back right after this.
Hi, I'm Robert Rogers at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
And I'm Michael Parks Lawrence at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
Together, we're Mr. Bobby Parks' grandsons, and we run his dealership, and we are glad to be part of our local community.
Being family owned and operated, we invest heavily in our community.
We do things like sports teams, schools, bands, you name it. We try to help everybody we can.
The reason why we do this is because we all love this community.
So come do business with us, your neighbors, at Parks Motor Sales in Columbia, Tennessee, right off Nashville Highway, or at parksmotorsales.com.
And welcome back, everybody. As we're about to begin the bottom of the 6th inning, or I'm sorry, we're still in the top of the 6th with no outs here, as Morristown hit a home run to extend their lead to 5-0 just a moment ago by Ringley. And pitching for Grainger County would be number 12, Sawyer Combs. As your batter, here will be Tyson Bustler. And Tyson hits one foul down the right field line.
That would have been a shot right there.
It made everybody out here stand up and see where that ball was going to go, but it's going to go foul for strike 2. So a 1-2 count here to Bustler. No outs, top of the 6th inning. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike number 3. And that'll be one away here in the top of the 6th.
Now to bat number 24, Grayson Cody.
It's Grayson Cody will now step up to the batter's box for Morristown. With one out, nobody on. That pitch misses low and away for ball 1. As that pitch comes in across the plate for strike 1, that'll even the count. As Grayson Cody is in the batter's box for Morristown. Here's the 1-1 pitch. It misses outside for ball 2. This game was scheduled to start at 2 o'clock. It was closer to probably, I'd say, 3. We've had really good pace to this game, as that ball is going to be a line drive hit to left center field.
Great grab by the shortstop right there.
A great grab. Absolutely. We'll go back and try to look at that for out number 2.
Now to bat number 7, David Slagle.
And David Slagle will come up to bat with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning. Morristown with a 5-0 lead here on opening day of the Tennessee Little League State Tournament, live from Lexington.
Slagle almost took one to the back right there.
Yes, he did. As that ball is going to be hit over towards second. It's going to go out in the right field. He's heading to second base, and he'll get there for a 2-out double. So we look at the replay.
Now to bat number 3, Carter Short.
And Carter Short will come up to bat with 1 man on with 2 outs here. And a runner on second base for Morristown. That pitch is going to be hit up the middle. Runner from second will round third. He will head home and score in a RBI single for Carter Short. Will extend the Morristown lead to 6-0.
Starting to lay it on a little bit here.
So we'll go back and look at the replay.
Now to bat number 23, Jackson Williams.
As Slagle rounds third and scores. And now Jackson Quillams will come up to bat, and he'll pop one high towards right in front of the visiting dugout and out of play for strike 1. So a runner on first, 2 outs here. Morristown with a 6-0 lead in the top of the 6th inning. Here's the 0-1 pitch. He misses outside to even the count at 1. Here's the 1-1 pitch swung on, and it'll be hit over towards short. Throw across the field. And now a wild throw over the third baseman's head will score a run. The throw to first was not in time. And that will extend the Morristown lead now to 7-0 with a runner on second, still with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning.
Now to bat number 2, Jace Hayes.
As you see him come in and score there. As Jace Hayes will come up to bat for Morristown. First pitch misses high and away, ball 1. That's going to be a bunt laid down. And no play is going to be able to be made by the pitcher. So runners now on the corner for Morristown with 2 outs. Just a good bunt there, Lewis.
Yeah, he came in a little off the mark, pitch was, and he met it halfway. Kind of poked out there and just laid it right back straight up the middle.
So the runner will advance to second base after the strike thrown there to the batter, Tanner Epps. Epps is going to hit that one right down the third base line. Thrown across the diamond is in time for out number 3. So we'll head to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's last chance for Grainger County Little League. They trail Morristown 7-0. This is the Front Porch Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Robert Rogers at Parks Motor Sales, Buick GMC.
And I'm Michael Parks, Lawrence at Parks Motor Sales.
And welcome back, everybody, to the bottom of the 6th inning. Morristown leads Grainger County
Number 21, AJ Farmer.
7-0 as A.J. Farmer will come up to bat for Grainger County. And Tyson Bustler will be on the mound for Morristown to try to close this thing out. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning, they're 3 outs away from moving on to the winner's bracket tomorrow. As that ball misses high for ball number 1. As that pitch will be fouled off for strike 1 to even the count. So Farmer, batting 11th, is the last batter in the Grainger County Little League lineup. It'll go back to the top of the order after this batter, back to Eli Lane, as that pitch is fouled off for strike 2. But a new rule that Little League instituted a couple of years ago was all players bat now.
Right.
As that pitch misses high and evens the count at 2. It took away a lot of the, there's mandatory play. It used to be you had to have 6 consecutive outs in the field and 1 at bat in the game. Little League said, you know what, we're just going to make it easier. Everybody has to bat. And then everything else is up to the coach. As that pitch misses low and away, it'll make the count 3-2 here. As the pitch from Bustler to Farmer is going to be called strike number 3 and out number 1 here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Now they're the last 2.
So Morristown is 2 outs away from moving on. As Eli Lane will now come up to bat for Grainger County. His first pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1 from Bustler. Oh, 1 pitch from Bustler inside for a ball to even the count at 1. Here's the 1-1 pitch, swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Oh, that one sunk a little bit.
So a 1-2 count here to Lane. Pitch swung on and missed for strike number 3.
Had some velocity on it that time from Bustler.
And that will be out number 2. So Morristown 1 out away from getting game number 1 under their belt in the win.
Now to bat number 10, Griffin Collins.
As Griffin Collins will step up to the plate for Grainger County. Here's the pitch fouled off for strike number 1.
Take a heck of a 2-out rally here right here to push this into the top of the 7th by Grainger.
I've seen it happen before.
I have too.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Comes in a little high for ball 1. As Bustler is up to 12 pitches. This will be pitch number 13. That pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2. So Grainger County down to their final strike.
Tough one to take right there.
That one came in across the plate a little high for ball 2. It'll even the count with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning, and Morristown with a 7-0 lead over Grainger County. Here's Bustler's pitch, swung on and missed and fouled off. Thought it was a drop third strike, but apparently he got a piece of it. So he'll stay alive. And a 2-2 count here to Collins. Here's the pitch from Bustler. That ball's going to be fouled off towards the right side, left side, and out of play. And the count will remain at 2-2.
He's battling.
He is battling. Leaving it all out on the field. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Bustler. Ball's in the dirt. And now the count will be at full. We're about an hour and 45 minutes into this ball game. As that pitch is swung on and fouled off down the right side. And what has been a very good at bat here for Griffin Collins, second baseman for Grainger County. As Tyson Bustler looks to close it out here. Here's the pitch and a check swing. Did he go? He did.
Wow.
And that will be your ball game as Morristown Little League wins game number 2 here on the day at the Tennessee Little League State Tournament in Lexington. And the final score, Morristown 7, Grainger County Little League nothing. Again, we want to thank our presenting sponsors, the Heirs Foundation Trust, and also our friends at Wild Construction who are sponsoring Morristown's games this weekend. And again, we want to give them one more shout out. If you're looking for a job and you want to work for a faith-based family, please reach out to 423-581-5639. That's 423-581-5639, or apply online at wildbuilding.com. That's WILD building.com. They offer full employee benefits, including 401k, health, dental, and vision, along with life insurance. They have locations in Morristown and Mount Juliet, Tennessee, established in 1982. I want to thank them for sponsoring this game today, along with all of our other wonderful sponsors that you'll see throughout our broadcast today and next week. But we're going to sign off for now. And remember, we'll be back in just a little bit for game number 3 between Daniel Boone and Gallatin. This is the Front Porch Sports Network.